The most ancient year of the Mexicans, who seem to have had their original from some of the eastern nations, was also exactly 360 days. They divided their year into months, which they gave 20 days. When the 360 days are accomplished, the 5 days that remain make the year perfect. But they reckoned them apart and called them days of nothing. They're known as intercalary days. The original Roman year was exactly 360 days. The ancient year of Egypt, Greece, Lydia, and the Grecian colonies in Asia was also just 360 days. This is proved from the riddle of Cleobulus, who, if real and dated properly, proves that there were 12 divisions of the year as far back as 6th century BC. He was the tyrant of Lindus, a city of Rhodes. There is, says he, one father who has 12 children, and each of these has 60 daughters, 30 of them white, and 30 of them black, all of them being immortal, and yet mortal continually. By which all agree, that the year is meant with its 12 months, and each of their 30 days and 30 nights. Muhammad is attributed to destroying the idols at Mecca, of which there were 360, corresponding to the same mistaken days of the year that the universally connected priest class made in cultures worldwide, which corroborates the symbolism of Muhammad pertaining to a solar cycle of the new era. Previous researchers seem to believe that around the time of the deluge, the cycles were changed as a result of the catastrophe, some claim a comet, and that's why the year changed from 360 days to 365.2425. The moon lost a 70th part of each day while the sun gained it. There may be something to this idea that indicates the diffusion of a system of priestcraft even if it isn't as described. I don't buy any of the flood narratives on account of them all being remarkably similar tales that require feats that cultures have never demonstrated their ability to do. This information is from Spirit World, Terminalia, click the image. Cyrus H. Gordon, in book Before Columbus, made a great point regarding why the cultures who introduced diffusion wouldn't remain in those areas. It is worth noting that the ancient mariners were normally on missions for the homeland under the sponsorship of their own king. They were not as a rule colonists seeking new homes and a new life overseas. This will explain to a great extent the nature of the Old World impact on ancient Mesoamerica. Quetzalcoatl comes by ship and is expected to return. He is an important visitor who makes a deep impression. He may return periodically but is not a colonizer. If this interests you, I now present to you the greatest evidence of all time regarding cultural diffusion between the Americas and Egypt circa 3100 BC. Become a member to access the rest of this article.